Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective, where you get a little bit of something and a whole lot of everything. Happy Wednesday! It is hump day! Hump day, hump day, hump day. Um, this is by no means a professional setting, okay? Not at all. I don't have those little sound thingies to keep the sound out. So today we're going to be competing with the gardener who showed up a couple days early because it's supposed to rain on Friday, and some random work truck out there. So this should be a fun ride because, I'm in a noise competition now. So hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully we can just get this all going. Good morning, Eileen. So, back with the Affirmators deck. No idea what today's card is going to be. But let's get to the Oracle things. So I'm going to do my best to work around this mic. I had to pull it closer because I'm dealing with life outside. So, yeah. Life is a spiral staircase. You will confront this again and again, wiser each time. So, I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean because, spiral staircases are cool. So, anyways, let's see. Okay, let's see. Open. Oh, look, this is the one from yesterday. You are worthy of much more. All right, and you are worthy. You are worthy of everything. Let's see. Ooh, if anyone has a question, it's closer than you think. I know it's backwards, but that's kind of the thing. That's the jam of the show, kids. Yeah. So anyways, all right. One more. You have the ability to create wonderful things. Don't waste it. You have the ability to create wonderful things. Don't waste it. Okay, so there we go. Good morning, older sibling. Good morning, baby sibling. Happy hump day. Hump day, hump day, hump day. I'm pretty sure she only comes on for Wednesday because she knows when she does, I'll do that. So, I'm not sure why I wore this shirt today, but I did. So, anyways, Affirmators. Yesterday was a good one. Personal growth, patience, all good things. All good things. As I mentioned yesterday, when I do these, I have no idea what the card on top is going to be. So let's get to, oh my god, we got another bonus card just like yesterday. So this one's communication, which means I get to pull another one underneath, and that one is options. I guess you have the option to communicate. I don't know. I'll make it work. So, let's start with this one. All right, since this is the bonus card, we'll get to that in a second. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. I think that's a thing somewhere, actually. Somebody probably bought this deck and said, ooh, that sounds like a good idea. Now remember, these are the snarky cards, right? The self-help without all the self-helpiness. So, again, as I open to the abundant possibility of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on a baked potato. Hell yeah, you can. I've never tried it, but that actually sounds pretty delightful. That's like Carb City right there, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Cheese, potato, pasta. Hello. It'll be so starchy, your shirt collars will be stiff. So, I know. I don't know. I've been in a mood, a good mood. So, not a bad mood. I've been in a mood lately. I think the old me is, I think I've been reminded of the old me, the snarky, sarcastic one. Kind of missed her. So anyways, communication. Wonder how that other person's feeling? Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling? Tell them. You've been drafted into the communication army where there is a strict do ask, do tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses of everyone, including the person who came up with that aphorism. Assuming makes an ass out of you and me. It took me a while to figure that one out. It's like, oh, right. Assume it's spelled ass you me. So, your option, you get to communicate, right? Life's a buffet. I'm gonna make this work. You know, yesterday we had personal growth and the bonus card was patience. And boy, those two went together. And I actually said on the show, I said, you know, the great thing about these bonus cards is the card that follows it always seems to go with it. Today, no. But I'm going to make it work because I'm a pretty decent wordsmith. And so, well, I know wordsmithing is making up words, but I'm not making up words or putting words together, but I'm going to Affirmator Smith this. All right? I'm going to Affirmator Smith. Now, the one thing you should know about me is as I rediscover this person I was years and years ago and have allowed her to resurface, I literally think I'm funny and pretty much in my own head. So if I laugh at myself, I know someone's laughing, and that's all that matters. If you don't laugh and you groan, my job here is done. So because any kind of noise is worth it. So anyways, I went old school today with my goofy cup, excuse me. Yesterday I kept choking on my dry throat, so you know, I'm just winging it. I'm winging it because I gotta deal with noise outside, so I'm just like, whatever, you're gonna deal with me, and you're gonna love it. But anyways, you know, I was thinking about Goofy this morning while I was making my coffee. Goofy, if he were real, would be perfect. He's charming, he's sweet, the little things make him laugh. He's tall, he's a dude. And it's like, oh, he's like me, except he's tall and a dude. I swear I just heard older sibling laughing downstairs. I can't close my door because I think my cat's onto me now. Like when my second alarm goes off to make sure I come upstairs, she disappears now. And I find her on my bed when I come upstairs. So I can't close the door because, you know, otherwise she's going to get up and be like, let me out. So anyways, I know I'm procrastinating, and I'm procrastinating because I have no freaking idea what to say. All right, so let's put these together. When it says you've been drafted in the communication army where there is a strict do ask, do tell policy, speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. So this card to me is actually several situations. Maybe you're hurting, or maybe you see somebody else hurting. Okay. So you can ask them, are you okay? And you know, good morning, Holly. Oh, I got a lot of people on today. So in a way, you have this option, right? I mean, the bonus card and this options card, they're tongue-tying me today. But life is like a buffet, and you allow yourself to choose whatever makes you happy without those limiting thoughts. So say you run into somebody, right? And you may differ in certain opinions. There's no need to go that route. Don't bring it up if you know you're not going to agree. Okay? People have opinions. Opinions are opinions. Everybody has one, right? They're, you know, that old saying, right? So we've already done the assume thing, so we don't need to go into that general region of the body parts again. But think about it. Oops, sorry guys. Hold on. So I was downloading yesterday's video because we were having internet troubles. So anyways, I apologize. Anyway, let me just minimize that. Okay, so here we go. Everybody has that option, right? You can tell people how you're feeling. You can keep it to yourself. It's up to you. It's up to you what you do. So the thing is, there's a lot of times when someone will ask us, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? If you don't want to share with them because, you know, you're not really sure if you're, you know, you feel safe sharing with them or not, then don't. Just say, you know what? I got a lot on my mind. And if they ask you, what is it? Do you want to talk about it? Just say, you know, I'm really not comfortable talking about it right now. You don't have to say I'm not comfortable talking about it with you. You can just say I'm not comfortable talking about it right now, but thank you for asking. Just be kind. If you have an issue with something or someone, don't hold it in. Okay? When we hold things in, it builds and builds and builds, and then it comes out over something stupid, like something super stupid. Okay? It's not even about the original thing anymore. I know that sometimes honesty can hurt, and sometimes we're scared to talk to people, you know, if they've done something to us to hurt us, and we're afraid to say something, because a lot of times people will say something or do something that's not intentional. Like, for instance, the other day, right, I was joking because it was World Kindness Day, so I just said, resist being an asshole. Now, that's just my humor, but I think some people took it seriously. And it's like, wait, what? This was supposed to be a joke. And these are people who've known me long enough to know better. But it's like, no, this is supposed to be a joke. But then I finally went back to Facebook where I also posted it. And it was like, oh, okay. All these guys commented, too late, no way, now you tell me. And it was hilarious because the guys get the joke, right? I don't know. But we do have that choice to communicate. And I'm telling you, after all this time I've spent healing, holding it in does nothing for you. Holding it in is not going to help you. It is just going to build. And like I said, it's going to build and build and build until you become a volcano and it spews everywhere and hits everybody it's not intended to hit. If you are open and you are kind about it, remember what it says here, speak with kindness and gentleness. So if somebody has done something to make you feel a little upended, don't just lash out at them, okay? Just sit there and say, look, you know what? Well, maybe not look, because that usually says, we need to talk. That's like the translation of we need to talk. But just say, the other day, blah, 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 or today, or whenever it was, you said something that didn't sit well with me, and it kind of hurt my feelings. Now, if the person just sits there and says, suck it up, buttercup, then just drop it. Because this is not a person that you were going to get through and just say, you know what, never mind. I thought we could be adults. Actually, that would probably start a fight too. So I'm not very good at this, you guys. Today's cards, I'm not very good at because I can be confrontational sometimes. Not always, just sometimes. But mostly though, it's when I am confrontational, it's in defense of other people. I am not good for speaking up for myself. So this is a hard one for me because communication is not easy for me. It's either because I'm afraid I'm going to hurt someone's feelings if I say something, or, oh, good, baby sibling got the joke. Thank you. I figured you did because I think you laughed. But some people, like on my Instagram, it's like, come on, guys, it's a joke. But it's my humor. It's bad. I can't help it. But yeah, I tend to shy away from that kind of communication because I either am afraid I'm going to hurt someone's feelings, or I'm afraid they'll get mad at me, or I might end up in a fight, or I don't want to seem weak, which isn't true. Reaching out for help and reaching out for someone to help you, that takes so much strength. And I think that takes more strength than we realize because we're taught growing up that we have to figure things out for ourselves, that we have to do things for ourselves. Only weak people ask for help. That is absolutely not true. The people that ask for help, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of bravery, and it takes a lot of strength. Because they're admitting they cannot do this on their own and they need help. There are a lot of things we can do on our own, but isn't it easier when we have help? I tell you, this journey I've been on, when I started accepting help, and when I started accepting, that people are okay sitting down and listening to me while I vent, or while I have these epiphanies, or while I have these revelations. I had a great one last night. And an older sibling, she probably could care less, but she sat there and she listened. Actually, that's not true. She does care. But no, she just sat there and listened. And I'm like, yeah. And after I journaled this all out, I fell asleep. I couldn't sleep until after midnight because this thing was just stuck in my head. And so we need to figure out how and what is the best way for us to communicate. Like I said, it takes strength to ask for help. It takes stubbornness to not ask for help. Because it's a lot easier. Even if you can do it on your own, even if you feel like you can do it on your own, it's easier when you have someone there, If you're sad, or if you see someone who's sad, just, we can't fix people, right? But we can sit with them and share our light with them until they find their own light. And in a way, that's a nonverbal communication. That's just saying, you know what? Thank you for being here with me. And we have those options. It says here in options, as I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. And one of those options is communication and asking for help. You know, it's also, as it says down here, putting mac and cheese on your baked potato, which I'm telling you, it really sounds delightful, and I'm kind of feeling this might be a thing sometime this week. But, steal one of the potatoes that I have to make for Thanksgiving. But, yeah. So, you know, I mean, this Sunday looks kind of gross with all the stuff in it. But that's life, right? That's all the possibilities that you have in life. Those are all your choices, all your options. You have the choice to ask for help. You have the choice to not ask for help. You have the choice to push people away, even though you don't want to. You have the choice to let go of your pain and your trauma. I'm not saying it happens like that. It does not. And your pain and your trauma and your grief and your sadness and your anger, it is all valid. It is all understandable. But at some point, you have to let it go. You have to say no. And, oh, that's funny. Eileen said she's already looked up the recipes and there's a ton of them for it. So see, options. I mean, come on. Does it not sound delightful? I know this has turned into the Aloha Perspective. Let's talk about food. Hey, what did I say at the beginning? You get a little bit of something and a whole lot of everything. And baby sibling says she can't wait for my potatoes, but I have bad news for her because somebody else is making the candied yams this year. I know, and it ain't me. I've been, you know, it's funny because I used to bring the dessert, and I feel like I don't know if it's a promotion or a demotion to go from bringing the dessert to bringing a side dish. And then so for the last 5 years, I was assigned, or maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, I've been assigned the candied yams and the mashed potatoes. I absolutely do not like candied yams. I do not. I like sweet potatoes, but I don't like candied yams. But apparently, as my friend once said when I made them for her one time, she said they're better than sex. Which, wow, that's a pretty strong statement. So I am not, because we have a visitor coming from out of town this year. Actually, it's funny. We have 2 visitors coming, and they're both coming from Arizona. But yeah, so I've been demoted. But I get to bring a dessert, so and the veggie platter and the potatoes. So anyways, that's my bitch. I know. You know what? I'm telling you, I'm just kind of free for all in here. I know, right? Baby sibling, they better not. I told my aunt though, my auntie Snooky. I said, you know what? I said, just secretly, you're gonna have to tell me who's you like better. I'm not gonna lie. I get a little competitive. I'm a Capricorn. I didn't know that. We have family coming from Maui too. Oh my God, this is going to be an amazing Thanksgiving. Look, I know a lot of people have a lot of hang-ups about Thanksgiving and how it started and all that stuff, but I'll be honest with you. To me, it's just it's not just another day, okay? Because this is, you know, there is a lot of history tied into Thanksgiving, but for me, it's the one time a year I get to see all of the family. You know, they all come in from all over the place, and turns out we have even more coming. So I'm so excited. It's going to be exciting. See, nobody tells me any of this stuff. I literally just found out from my cousin who lives all the way in Arizona that one of our aunts from Maui is coming. Hello. So anyway, seriously, I feel like I'm always the last one to know everything in this family, which is pretty true. So that's where communication comes in. Shall we go a different route with communication? It is your option to tell Shelly whether things are happening and who's coming to dinner. Which apparently they wait and just let me be surprised. So, anyways, I'm kidding. Yeah, this has been an interesting perspective. Oh, baby sibling says she only knows because she was asked what to bring. Auntie just called me yesterday and didn't even mention it. She just told me, well, I already knew about the person that was coming. I don't want to call anybody out about the feeling, or about the feeling, because now older siblings in on this. I don't want to call anybody out about the potatoes, because it's still family, and I love family, so I'm not going to be a jerk about it. But I do want to know secretly. And I know baby sibling will tell me. And if hers are better, or they're just as good, it's okay. It's okay. But if they're not as good, I want to know because I got removed from the task. So, that's on you, cuz. Not little cuz. Or older sibling. But, you know. Anyways, I digress. This has been a very interesting Aloha Perspective. And I say interesting because you know what? I couldn't figure out how to fit these cards together, so I literally deflected in 9 different directions while I think those are tree trimmers. Okay? I think those are tree trimmers because I can hear something crunching in the wood chipper. I was like, seriously? On Wednesday? Come on, guys. Right now? You couldn't come later at like 9 o'clock or something? Also, I'm just going to share this here because it's kind of a big day for me, and I'm saying this on the perspective because I want to make sure I do it today. And I was literally about to chicken out. Guess what's happening? Excuse me. Anyway, so when my mom passed away, I kept some of her ashes, and that was just a story in itself. It was hilarious. So, for some reason, you know, so this is an Asian thing, and I'm not making fun of Asians because I kind of do the same thing. But my mom, for some reason, would keep plastic spoons, like, you know, like, oh, we can reuse them, or thank you, baby sibling. So we can reuse them, or you know, those containers, like, you know, the meat containers, right? Like when you go to the store, and thank you, Holly, the way the meats come now with the case and the lid. Shit, dude, that's like reusable stuff. So, and I'm sure other people do this, but Asians are famous for it. And I know Eileen might have gone through the same thing if she's still on. But anyways, I used a little Baskin Robbins spoon to scoop my mom out of the bag before we put her in her urn. When we got her ashes back. And that was funny because I told my dad's like, that's enough. He's like, how much of her do you need? I'm like, she's going in the ground, Dad. Just, you know, I had a pancreatic cancer awareness urn that I bought in honor of my mother, and it has a candle on the top, and you're supposed to be able to put their ashes or some of their ashes in it. My aunt had me cut some of her hair before they took my mom away. But what the funny part is after the spoon, my dad's okay, we'll throw the spoon away. I'm like, I can't throw the spoon away. Mom's ashes are on it. He's like, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to throw Mom in the landfill. And so he takes the spoon and he washes it. And I'm all like, Dad, you just washed Mom down the sink. And you know what he says to me? Well, all things drain to the ocean. It was good. I don't know if it does, but boy, that was quick thinking on his part. So I'm like, all right, fine. But anyways, I'm going to the beach today. And I'm going to mix my mom's, the little bit of ashes that my dad let me have. I'm not going to lie. I did bring her somewhere. I brought a little itty bitty, like 3 pinches of Mom, and I planted her somewhere in one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. She's probably been toiled in the soil or removed already, but I'll just say, for those of you who know me, it was the last ride I ever rode with her. And it was just literally, it was like 2 pinches of Mom. So no one would even notice. But anyways, that being said, I'm going to the beach today. And I'm going to release the rest of her. And I know it's time. I've healed. I've been working a lot through my grief with my mom and having lost her, and why so much of my anger comes up, because I am sad that she's gone. And I'm going to let the rest of her go today. So like I said, I'm going to mix her with some sand so that, you know, she stays put in the ocean and doesn't come back onto the beach. Because I don't want to go too deep because I don't have a boogie board or a surfboard. So I'm going to do that. And like I said, I'm mentioning it here because I know if I mention it here, I will do it. So I think it's time. I still, like I said, I still have a little bit of tufts of her hair, and I'll keep that in the urn. But I can still light the urn without her ashes in it. But I figure if I let her go in the ocean, no matter where I go in this world, I can visit her. Because, you know, the ocean's infinite, right? Even if she just stays in Newport Beach. You know, to me, the thought of her being out there means I can go to any body of water that, you know, somewhere touches the ocean, and I can visit her, and I can just visit her. So that's my thing for today. So thank you, baby sibling. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, so I kind of blew the whole topic of options and communication. So, you know, you guys can figure it out, right? You have the option to communicate. You have the option to be kind and gentle. You have the option to be an asshole when you're talking to people, which I do not advise, because that's just going to turn out bad. Here's a key thing, all right? If you are arguing with somebody and you guys are just going in circles and circles and circles, and you cannot seem to come to an agreement at that moment because both of your opinions are both pretty solid and hardcore with your opinions, here's one of my favorite phrases I use. We just need to agree to disagree. And then stop and move on to a new subject. Stop and move on. It is a lifesaver. Seriously, these guys out there. Oh my God. I need to really soundproof my room. Like I said, this is not a professional setting, guys. So anyways, I'm tired of competing with them. I'm sure you're tired of hearing them in the background. I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ramble. But anyways, what have we covered? We've covered options, communication, how Goofy would make the perfect soulmate. I was going to say dumping my mom in the ocean. It's so irreverent. Releasing my mother into the ocean. Mom going down the drain. This has been a morning. And you know the funny thing is, there's going to be some people out there going, what did she take this morning? I ate a Pop-Tart. That's all I ate. But this is me. This is how I used to be so long ago. Before my journey, before, my depression set in, before all these things, I was just this bubbly, effervescent, crazy girl. And she has shown up from time to time. And I have to tell you, I'm going to tell you what I told Sibling yesterday, because, the big part of the Aloha Perspective is about mental health awareness. And, I gotta love this, guys. The tree guy, or the tree trimmer guys, and the gardener are going all at the same time. So Shelly Marie's loud ass voice is gonna win. But I told her, oh my God, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. So I guess I'll save it for another day. Oh my God. This is the kind of day it's been. Oh, yeah, no. I felt like I had imposter syndrome, right? When I was trying to be this bubbly person again. Because for a long time, that was my outward persona. That was my fake it till you make it. But the only thing is, she was me. That was me. But I figured, no, that's my fake it till you make it kind of thing. And I realize now that no, that was just me living the life and being the person I always wanted to be. And the other part of me, that depression part of me, the mental health part of me, was just the person that I just wanted to keep in the closet and, push away and say no. But I've been able to combine them both. I've been able to, see them both for who they are. And now I'm back to being me, or I'm working on being back to being the person I love to be. Ridiculous, sometimes stupid, a little bit crazy, and fun. Laughs at my own jokes. Come on, I laugh at my own jokes. I mean, what more do you want? So thank you, Holly. Oh, thank you. I think today will give me some peace. I'm already feeling the peace. I think for me it's more symbolic of letting my mom go and reminding me that the only person that can make me strong, and the only person that can really motivate me, and the only person that can truly remind me of my worth, my self-love, my self-respect, is me. And I think by letting my mom go and knowing that no matter where in the world I go, that has a water, that has a beach, or a port, that I'll feel like she's there with me. So and I know if someone will say, well, she's always there with you. I do know that. And I know she's with my dad a lot too. So, I think for that, I'm grateful, but, letting mom's ashes go, cause I actually thought of just digging up a piece of grass by where she actually is buried in San Diego and just letting her ashes go there. But then I thought, no, this way, again, symbolically, I believe I can visit her anywhere I go. And I'll take her with me anywhere I go. And so, it's really more, I mean, yeah, it is, the idea of it has already brought me peace. So thank you. I appreciate that. But the reason I mentioned it again, like I said, is because I know that if I mention it here, I will do it. Because I know next week, baby sibling's going to be like, so did you do it? So now I can tell her, yes, I did. So yeah, all right. So I'm gonna get going. Um, if I felt like I was screaming at you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm already a loud person in my family. If you want to be heard, you got to be loud. But and I hope I didn't offend anybody, because I'm half Asian, so, and my mom was a Filipino, so I mean, born in Hawaii, so I guess Hawaiians do the same thing too. But you know, when I was talking about how they like to save things that are reusable, but it's legit. All right, it's legit. So just wait, you'll see one day. You'll see one day. All right, so anyways, have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you back here tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, Facebook Live. All lives are public. And yeah, oh, baby sibling, that's funny, I thought about doing that. I really thought about doing it with her and the family at Mission Beach, but today feels like the right day to do it. So, but thank you for that thought, because I know you would definitely make me get it done. But yeah, today feels like the day, and I'm going to go to my favorite spot that I like to go to, that actually baby sibling showed me. So yeah, but you know what? I can still visit her in Mission Beach, because it's just down the way, right? She'll probably float down there too. I just want her to float in all directions. So anyways, have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a nice day.